have to sometimes what you got to do is step back and look at other people's situations. Sometimes, if you want to go and look at the rivals. Yesterday, I turned up on Coppish. I was a menace on Coppish.
Oh, did you?
I was a menace.
I knew there was stuff going on, by the way, because when I start seeing KG's active on social media, because KG does Twitter in bursts. He won't touch it for ages. And then next thing I know, I'll open up the timeline and I see like 10 tweets from KG. It's like, it's poof, 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 poof. Yeah. And I'm like, oh my God, he's on a tear. So that does not surprise me.
So I went on Coffish and they were talking about biscuits. Yeah. It's near the end of the show. You lot go and check it. I'll let them know about stuff. I said, look at you lot. This is what we used to be like. You know, when you got to talk about anything else but transfer signings because nothing is happening. And you knew the reason why they got my attention is United have signed Yoro, FSG have still not. You know that their thumbnail was bare long in it. And I thought, this show's asking for me. So I pulled up.
You arrived there, you called, we didn't. You kind of did though.
Yeah. So no, brilliant. Literally, played our whole song, played the full song, played the Leny Yoro song on their stream. Yeah, with United, brilliant. And I'm gonna keep doing it because Man United have been laughed at by so many. Julian Laurens, them ESPN guys are a disgrace. I'm telling you now, Owen. I didn't even realize how bad it was. Yeah.
It's terrible, KG. It's awful. Who's that Scottish guy? What's the Scottish guy called?
Craig Burley, Stevie Nichols.
That's the one. That's the one.
But when I tell you what these lot were on yesterday, So and I had to go and check it. They went this signing very expensive. Obviously, they're doing the complete add-ons because it's achieved all of those add-ons.
Yes,
they're doing everything, and I was like, I find this really strange how they're acting to this. Surely this ain't the only young player that's been signed on the case of, potential, this, that, and the other. We went into I done a Owen, and I went back and I said, well, how did they respond to Tchouaméni? And 80 million in a midfield that he wasn't going to play much because guess who's in the midfield already? And they said, it's great from Real Madrid, building for the future, and I trust them, this, that, and the other. Then I thought, it can't just be them. Let's go and have a look at how they responded to, what's it, Endrick? The one that plays in the Brazilian league, 60 million as well. And plus add-ons, it says, but it doesn't say how much add-ons, but with us, we got to give a full breakdown. They said, this is fantastic. This is, they hate us, bro. There's literally something that it doesn't make sense. Then they're like onto it because people have been calling out, say, you hate United. Well, and they're like, no, we don't. Yes, you do.
Well, it was like the Sky thing. I think I saw you repost this yesterday. The Sky thing of the comparison between the Man City announcement and the Man United announcement. The Man City announcement, it doesn't even include like a fee or anything like that. Signed him on a 5-year deal. Signed him on a 5-year deal. Manchester United, they show 2 fees, by the way, one in pounds, one in euros. They had everything on. And then people start talking about, well, also, probably got to consider in this one, agent fees. That's probably including this. When did we start counting that? That's a new one.
Agent fees. The agent fees that we're still waiting to find out about Haaland is why they got 115 charges.
Yeah, I saw Kane from United District, and it's so true. He went, how do you report a Manchester United transfer? Well, what you do is you find the number, round it up, obviously. So if it's 42, it becomes 50. Then convert that into euros, include the add-ons in the total figure, then also take the currency off at the end so it looks like it's pounds. That's what you do. That is the Manchester United mind trick when it comes to the reporting of transfers. That is how it works. So it ends up that we signed Leny Yoro for like 75 million, something like that. That's just what it is. You don't know whether it's pounds, it's euros, it's dollars or anything like that. That's all it is. That's all it is. And everyone goes,
it's to put the pressure on him. It's honestly to put the pressure on him just so they can say it's only when the season starts. Well, Man United did pass out 75 million on this talent, so you got to ask yourself certain questions, and it's like, wait, what is going on? Like this doesn't even make sense. You lot are trying to. You keep saying here's the line that someone said. You can tell Man United said they're staying out the stools and they're going to change and they're not going to be held to ransom. You can clearly see by this transfer that Man United haven't learned a thing. Wait. All right, that's disingenuous. But you said it, and guess what? The people that don't support Man United have no idea, so that's their talking point.
Yeah,
they're gonna come out and say there are people that don't support, like, are not gonna do their due diligence. They don't support the club. They just want an argument. They're gonna say, well, bro, 75 million, not euros. All they say is 75 million.
Yeah,
and what do you call it? That's not even including add-ons, because obviously in their heads, they always understand the
difference. Yeah. It's true. I spoke to a friend of mine actually, and I said, "Oh man, I'm doing business." And they were like, "Yeah, but like 70 million quid for a guy left in his 1 year." And I went, but that, and I confirmed it. I went, they don't know because they just see that and they just go, "Well, that must be true," you know. And then you have to explain to me. You have to go, "Well, that's not true. It's actually like 42 million, and on top of that, he's on like 112,000 £112,000 a week, like." Rafael Varane was on 340, like Martial was on 250, Donny was on 120, you know, like Greenwood, I think, was on 75. You go to, actually, we're still in very good shape with that kind of stuff. So they don't care. You know what the response is for all of it? They just go, rattled. And you go, not really rattled.
I'm just, you're lying. And here's the other one. This is the other one. I can't believe Man United has spent this much money for someone that was going to be free next year. Okay. All right. You do you know who was getting in for him? Do you do you not understand?
He's crying in his car.
That's crazy. So we're actually fighting Real Madrid for the signature. This is a clever move to get ahead of Real Madrid. And you're telling me that, we could have just got him for free at the end of the season. No, we couldn't. That's why we're here now.
And I like to think, genuinely, by the way, and I don't mean it facetiously, like, let's say hypothetically, Liverpool signed Leny Yoro for the same amount of money, a year left in his contract. I don't think United fans' first response would be, you could have got him free on a year and whatever. I wouldn't pay that much attention to it. It would just be like, well, we'd be more annoyed at ourselves. We'd be like, why don't we do anything like that?
Say wonderful. Do you know what the line is? Wonderful piece of business. Yeah. When it's them, I remember Arnie, whatever his name, got announced, and they said Ten Hag's going to be really worried because this guy is going to. I said, where'd you get that from? Like, but it's just different. I get the news when it is us, because of how we made ruin the childhood of the journalists as well, the media. So
all the playing careers of pundits.
Yeah. So it is what it is. I'm cool. I'm
Super chats here. Tabra been a member for 5 months. Says, big up everyone at UV. The KO show bangs. To all the Liverpool fans, sit back down. What you mean, Owen? If your dad gets Yoro on the back of his top, that's not going to happen.
We're not. We said that. We had a communicate. We had a conversation as a community and felt that it's not wise for your dad to get.
No, it won't happen. It won't happen. He's very aware. He's very aware of the situation. GJE says Neves is pricey. Ugarte fits the profile and budget. Diva says this can't be my club. What is going on?